Hey guys, I just want to let you know how I've overcome problems and how to improve your problem solving skills. I have encountered many problems, and I know that there are two big hindrances to problem solving, developing problem solving skills. One hindrance is people who are enablers. Enablers are people who always try to solve your problem for you. And it's good in the sense that you don't have to solve a problem, which is good, but it's not good in the sense that it hinders your ability to solve a problem. I'll just give you an example. um, Imagine you never learn how to cook, and the enabler say, no, you don't need to cook. I will cook for you, I'll do all that thing for you. The enabler would always be there to solve that problem for you. But one day the enabler is no longer there for you. What happens when you learn to cook? You can't cook. I can tell you right now, I couldn't cook until I was 23. The first time I cooked, I started burning everything. I burned my fried egg, I burned my vegetables, and all my food was burnt. I didn't know how to adjust the temperature, and because I wasn't trained to cook, I didn't know how to adjust. So I said, okay, now I understand. I can't just go back to that enabler and say, can you cook for me? No, I can't do that. So instead, I tried to learn myself by trial and error. How long should I cook the food? How long should I leave it fried? Why did I burn it? Did I put the fire too hot? Through this, I started learning better skills. I learned how to control, and maybe started cooking slowly. I still don't know how to slow cook, but I know how to put in mixed vegetable and cook a nice meal now, and it saves so much money. Um, so enablers also don't let me put in my furniture together. So I remember this person who enabled me. She's my family member. Um, I needed to get some furniture, but she wouldn't let me put the furniture together because she thinks one mistake will cost the whole furniture, and something that I just felt annoyed. I can put a desk and drawer together if I give it a go, but this person would not let me put it. So I just, you know what I did? I bought my own stuff and started putting things together. I started solving problems by buying things that don't need to be put together. I solve bet. Actually, sometimes I feel I'm a better problem solver doing things myself than allowing enablers to do it. I'm not saying enablers are bad people. They're probably one of the nicest, best people, but they also don't. I think, but they also don't want to. They don't want you to encounter this problem because it's costly, and they think that mistakes are bad for you. Mistakes are not bad for you; they're good for you. Okay, I do have a big problem. I'm hoping to get my own place in 2026 for me and my wife, and that's not because I'm greedy for money. I'm greedy for things. It's because I really believe it is a good problem to solve. Housing in Sydney is so expensive, and the only way I can solve that problem is doing something that will produce enough value for me to get the house. I have looked at my 9 to 5 problem. Even if I live conservatively, I will not be able to get a, a 2 bedroom house uh, in 20, 30 years. And probably by that time I'll retire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything I can to work and find ways to create value. This YouTube video is to create value. I'm going to create value for other people. I also want to create value for people who don't know how to solve problems. And a way to help people solve problems is not doing it for them, but is to be their consultant. So I'll give you an example. Let's just say a family is buying a car. I'm not a car salesman, but I'm going to say, let's just say a family is buying a car. And this family is a family of 6. And as a consultant, you wouldn't tell them that, say, you should just buy that 4-wheel drive. That's got 6 seats. No, you give them information. By giving them information, they can make the decision. So if they say, oh, I want to buy this little hatchback with 5 seats, and as a consultant, you will tell them that this car is good, but it's only got 5 seats. You're most likely going to have to drive your family twice to get to somewhere. You're going to have to pick up your sons and daughter from a spot, and you're going to drive twice. If you want to get you want to drive them all in one go, why don't you get a 6-seater or 7-seater? I assure you, it'll be worth your value. So that customer will decide to buy a 6 or 7-seater car or SUV because you gave them the right information, rather than you demand that they buy from you. And demanding or pushing them to buy, it's not a way to help someone to make a decision. Even if you're a family member, you will give them the information and they can make the decision. If they choose to buy a 5-seater, that's their choice. Maybe they'll experience inconvenience and say, oh, that person is right. I should have got a 6 to 7-seater. Why not get a 6 to 7-seater? So that way, their problem is solved. Anyway, I just hope by sharing this video, I can encourage you to solve your problems and not allow other people to solve too much problems for you. There are times when you do need help, which is good. If you do need help, you should always ask for help. But there are times when you can solve that problem yourself. You should always try to solve the problem yourself. I think enablers are the wonderful people, but I also don't think that what they're doing is helpful. The best way to help someone is to guide them, give them information, and let them go. Then they can solve the problem. Thank you, guys.